So I'm not trying to like be the biggest bitch and be just like, this profile is horrible when I like do this. I try to pick out like what I genuinely think that is good, but I do understand that there's like a different way that dudes set up their profile that they don't even understand. They're like, ugh, it's just not it. It's like literally not it. And like, I want you to win because I want me to win. I want to look at better profiles. I want dudes to like understand how to date better. The only reason I say this is because when I ask dudes that I've like successfully matched with, of course, when I ask them like, what's your experience on Hinge? Because my experience is crazy. My experience on Tinder, even crazier, more crazy, absolutely insane. Like, you wouldn't even believe the stuff that happens. And like, that's not even before we meet. Like, just the things that people say to me or ask of me, or like, I don't know, it's just wild. And I'm like, the other day I got sent a profile that liked me, and he is a full grown man, like a redneck man with a full beard and like farmer's tan, and like straight up had a professional photo shoot done with him wearing like a mermaid tail in a waterfall. And I'm just like, what the actual fuck? Like, good for you for being like really really open to like whatever you want to do, but like, holy fucking shit. Like, I'm looking for interesting, but not like that, okay? Not like that. There's nothing wrong with that if you're also into mermen or whatever that was. But I am just like, I'm pretty sure that like there's probably some women that like make like ridiculous profiles because they're ridiculous humans and like whatever. But my experience all the time is just absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And it doesn't matter where I go, it's just always insane. And so this is my little like, can we please stop doing that? Please, for the love of God. Where are all the finance men that shave their face and like do normal shit? I don't know. Where are all the, they're probably married. That's where they are, Michelle. And all that's left is like mermen. But I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing about how ridiculous this is. It's ridiculous because, as I said, when I ask dudes, does this happen to you? They're like, no, that doesn't. So I feel like women understand that you can't be a complete fucking weirdo when you're making a dating profile. You can be a complete fucking weirdo once you've met your other weirdo, and then you kind of like do it with each other, and then you have fun for like the rest of your life. And I love that for you. But like, I don't know. Just like the stuff that I'm asked. I'm asked ridiculous things within the first, like, not even, like, I don't even have to match with them. They'll send me like a first impression or a prompt, and they'll just tell me ridiculous, absolutely nutso things. And so there is something about the dudes that are using this. I'm sure that there are some women that like make the user experience for the dudes it's like unpleasant and just equally as weird, but like this always happens to me. Always. It's in my card deck, it's in my potential matches. The people that match with me eventually get really strange. So like, I think this is like, these types of videos are like my little baby frustrations. It's like, please do better. I want to match with you, I promise. But at the same time, it's like, I quit yesterday. I like rage quit it. I was like, after the merman, I was like, I'm done. I'm done today. I'm just done. So I don't know if I have just like the shittiest algorithm of my life or on like both platforms or what, but I reset my algorithm after the cougar video, after I decided that I was done only seeing the youngest people on Hinge in my card deck, because once you say yes, they'll like start sending you only that, and it's like, okay, I need to refresh. But I didn't think about it, that I would get back all the people I'd already said no to. So it's like, god damn it. So I do not know. That's like a nice long caveat for like, I do not know what I'm about to like find when I open this. And I did want to say that like, I do think that I do realize that when I critique or I give my opinion on like the dude's profile, I'm coming at it from my own perspective, that like I'm trying to look for a specific thing. And I realize that sometimes dudes are just trying to like match with anybody. They're just trying to appeal to the most people. Like that's a different strategy, of course. And so in my other videos, I think it's like I didn't understand what they were doing. But then I thought about it and I was like, well, maybe Michelle, they're not trying to find the one, they're just trying to find a one so they could go on a date. So I don't mean to be so bitchy about this, but like I'm actually just trying to be real about this. I only see the weirdest crap ever. And the guys that I do end up matching with, they say that they just see normal. It's very boring, it's very average. So there must be something, like either the women are like putting a cap on their strange and like just doing a better job at like being resume smooth online, right? Versus like the Wild West in a zoo where like people just show they're freaky and like, you know, any part of their profile. It's like, if you're going to date, I guess this is what I'm trying to say. If you're going to date, actually give it like a shot. Don't just like make a profile and say that's how you date. That's not how you date. You have to actually do steps afterwards. I think that's why I'm getting all fired up about this, and you probably just want to watch me like talk about whom I'm seeing. But like, this part is important too, I promise. It takes a little while to get good at dating, putting yourself out there, talking to strangers, going on dates, having them enjoy your company, even though it's awkward because you don't know them that well, right? Like, especially with people nowadays that are like, I don't want a pen pal, and to them a pen pal is like one day of talking. It's like, holy crap, you really gotta get it together. The pandemic really screwed up the whole like, well, let's just wait it out and see what this person is like and then go on a date if I like them. People are like, I don't even want to talk to you really at all, and then I want to go on a date and ask you all the questions then. It's like, I don't know if that's actually, you know, safe to do. You could be really weird and that could be a real bad time. So it's like, oh no, you gotta get really good at this. It's really, really, really stressful dating, but it's also fun if you can crack the code. You just gotta use a little bit of your brain and have some awkward moments and a little, you know, you gotta learn a little bit about how to do it better. Every single time I fuck up, I'm just like, okay, don't do that anymore. Or maybe do that if you see this, right? Like, I don't know. It doesn't have to be so serious, but it also like, please try a little bit harder than just be like the creepiest person ever and like expect me to still try to have a conversation with you and be really interested. There's nothing that says I have to be interested in you if like you're interested in me. There's nothing that says that. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but like, I feel like my like 29-year-old self probably needed to hear this. Just because a stranger on the internet asks you something does not mean that you have to say yes to it or that you have to abide by their request. You do not need to do that whatsoever. You can say no, and you can do it at your own pace, at your own time. And if somebody is trying to pressure you to give them nudes or be more sexy, or, you know, just do whatever you want. But if what they want is not what you want, it's totally okay to be like, no, I don't want to do that. A lot of people, I feel like a lot of people, here's the thing, a lot of people, they don't even want to actually date you. They want to just get pictures from you. They want to just talk dirty with you. And then dump you afterwards. So like, there's so many pitfalls of what to avoid just to get to a date that's like kind of decent, right? So we're gonna talk about all that, but we're also gonna review some profiles. But I wanted to say all that because I think I'm just getting a little bit like frustrated. I'm not to the level of frustrated where like I'm changing my Hinge prompts. Like the other day, I should have screenshot it, but yesterday I didn't match with him because his name was my brother's name, and I was like, I can't. Absolutely not. So every single time I see my brother's name, I'm like, no, no, no. Or my dad's name, I'm just like, no, I can't. When it comes to like my ex-boyfriend's name, it's like his name is so common, it's like I can't really eliminate that. But like if it was a weird one, I would eliminate that. Like I want a fresh start, and I want no weird like connotations. Anyways, so this dude that had the same name as my brother, in his prompt it was like how to win me over, or like the key to winning me over is, and he's like, you can't win me over, all of you guys are bullshit, dating in America right now is the worst. And I'm just like, holy crap, like why are you on Hinge? Why are you dating? Like you need to take 1,000 steps back and like take some time away, because yeah, I get that people are really frustrating right now, but also like no one like, you're saturated with that feeling. Like no one's going to be like, yep, I want to date him, I want to change his mind. No one's gonna say yes to you. It's gonna be a self-fulfilling prophecy. So like if you're super bitter, this dude was like 44, and I'm like, oh, okay, he's reached saturation of bitter, versus like the 25-year-olds, right? When I was talking about like the cougar dating, that's the kind of person that I was like, this is why I date younger, because they haven't reached that point yet, right? So, or that why I was dating younger, I was finding them not as pissed off. And it's like, I don't want to be punished for like all the previous girls that came before me, or like your bad picks, or like the combination of your bad picking and like how crappy women are, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to be punished for those people. Like I'm gonna come in fresh. I didn't do anything to you, so like don't like be weird at me in your prompt. Like that's super off-putting. Anyways, so what I'm trying to say is I'm not there yet where I'm trying to like change all of my prompts to express how angry I am, but I am making this video today being like, I'm a little bit annoyed by people, and I was ruthless yesterday. I unmatched people within like 2 or 3 sentences, because I was like, I love to waste my time talking with interesting people, but I do not like to waste my time talking with people who like, I don't want to like teach you how to date, because it's like not a me thing. Like it's a universal problem right now, and it's like, just stay calm, I'll be okay. Just continue to find people, or shift your strategy, right? So like that's why I make these videos, because like I could possibly be talking about my new strategy of how to avoid, or like, you know, you see the same people in the same path, and it's like, well, if this is how things are going right now in culture, like let's shift a little bit. Let's go after a different type. If you have a type, I definitely have a type. You see that as I like talk about these things, but like sometimes I'm like experimental if I see some like gems in their profiles, and I want to highlight the good things that people are doing, even if they're not my type, because like I want to be like, please still do this, please still exist in the world, please still try. There's people that are willing to like go on dates with you and have fun with you. You just gotta get there, right? So I don't know. It's not so doom and gloom as you might think, but it is kind of like very frustrating. So I do want to say before I get started that I have 0 active matches, and I want to say that because like I don't want to come across as like I am the authority of how to date properly. No, I'm not. I date in a very strange way, and I think that's very obvious. Like I do my own thing. I'm looking for my own type of person. I'm very freaking picky, and I actually am ruthless, and I unmatch if we're not going to do anything. So I don't collect matches. Like if we're not talking, I'll just unmatch you and I'll just say not interested. So like I give the information that I have no active matches when I start doing this, just so you know like what kind of person I am as I'm talking, but also like it's okay to have no matches, but also I'm a girl, and you'd think like if you're a guy watching this, you'd think that I have so many matches. I sent out probably the most likes that I've ever sent out from my own Hinge site or whatever without being prompted. Like I sent the prompt to match and I got 0 back, absolutely 0. And that happens to me all the time. So I think there's a misconception. That does not happen to me on Hinge. I mean on Tinder. On Tinder, it's very like, I send out any and they usually match me back a couple days later, but usually they match me back. But on Hinge, it never happens. And I don't know if it's because like, and I use obviously overlapping pictures. I'm the same person. I write kind of similar stuff in my bios. So it's not like I'm a completely different person on Tinder versus Hinge, but there's something to be said about the pickiness of guys versus the pickiness of Tinder dudes, or just like the different types of people that are looking for different types of things. Maybe they don't think that I'm a good long-term person. I have no idea, but I just wanted to give you that bit of information as far as, you know, a background of what my usage is like and my experience is like. And you can do what you want with that. So we've got the first person. They have a common name, spelled strange, but interesting, sort of. They're verified, but the first picture, I really have to like look at it because there's something good about this, having the first picture being like, I can see your full face. It's not obstructed by anything. They're not like so far away in their picture that like I have to take their whole profile in order to see if they're like attractive, in my opinion. The things that I'm looking for are very basic. It's like, would I kiss you? Would I shower with you? Would I have fun with you? And do you look like a killer? Like, if I can't answer any of those like very honestly and very quickly, it's always a no. So right now I see his face and it's like close up enough that I can get a good idea of what he looks like, and I understand that he's kind of attractive. Great, love it. So first picture is also a little bit strange because he's holding up a piece of paper, and now I have to like literally click on it and like zoom in and try to see like what it is. You don't want me to read your you don't want me to read your thing? Don't do this. Collection agencies. What is this? What is going on? This is his first picture. So he's chapter 649. Collection agencies. Fees, prohibited practices, disciplinary and other actions. What is this? Failure to pay child support? What is going on here? Why is he holding this up? He looks like he's just happy, and he's holding like kind of happy, medium amounts of happy, like kind of like squinty happy, I guess. And he's like holding this up, this piece of paper that literally has like coffee stains on it. So it's like been around for a while. I don't know why he's doing this in his profile picture. Like, I can't understand what this is. Is this like, is he in collections? Is he winning a child support case? Why are you doing this? This is so awkward. Okay. I'm so confused. This is what I mean. Like, women don't do this. Maybe they do, but like, I'm pretty sure, dude, you're ruining your chances. I wanted to say yes to you just based on your face. But now I'm like, what's going on? What the actual fuck is going on? Good thing I'm always like a little bit curious. I'm never just like, oh, this guy's hot. I'm like, what's going on here? So like the zoom was actually like really really useful here. I still don't know. I'm sorry, I'm like wasting all this time. The next thing is a video, and the prompt is, hi from me and my pet, and he's in a boat and he's reaching down into the water. It looks like a pool. I don't know. It looks like he's petting a seal. I don't really know. Is he a zookeeper? Does he like work at an aquarium? Who is this guy? A dream home must include. I hate this. I feel like it's a trap every fucking time. I feel like they're trying to see if the woman, like they'll just like put like ridiculous answers, and I think that they're trying to get you to like pick the, you know, the most materialistic one. So let's see. A dream home must include, first option, a dock, an elevator, or no neighbors. I feel like this one wasn't as bad, but some of them are like super ridiculous, and they're just trying to say, oh, they're like, if you won the lottery, what would we spend it on? Luxury goods, Gucci watches, travel, or like give it all away. And it's like, no one would pick any of those things, like, you know, as that's what they would only do with their money. Hello. So I feel like it's a trap, and I never pick that prompt ever. So anyways, but it's also like, if you think that this is your litmus test, like I'm pretty sure women just dodge it. They're like smarter than that. Maybe they're not, but I think that they are. Anyways, all right, so let's move on. A typical Sunday. I'm often returning home from the beach on Sundays to a full house of friends. I'm probably cooking whatever fish I've caught, but every now and then I have to swing by the seafood market on the way back. Shh, don't tell. Okay, I feel like this guy's fun. I still don't know what's going on in the first picture, but okay. All right, so he's around my age. He's also exactly my height. So I think, let's just face it, after the first picture where I couldn't figure out if you're in like collections or if you're trying to get money from your ex, like I'm not gonna say yes to this because it seems messy and weird and like strange that you'd put that on your profile. So let's just be like, okay, Michelle's not going to say yes to this person, but he's a business owner, so I would say yes to that. Like I want someone obviously who's going to think in terms of similar priorities to me as a business owner. So if I wasn't already gonna say no, all of those things would have been more important to me. Shut up, Etsy. I'll review the soap later. I bought my dad some soap. Scroll down. He's at the beach. He's got some Ray-Bans on. Whenever they have sunglasses on, you know I love to see what else is going on in the photo in case their picture is boring. You have to be more detective-like on Tinder. Like they'll crop out like clearly their wife or girlfriend or whatever, or like they'll do sketchy things, and then they'll just like accidentally catch it in like their mirrors or in their sunglasses. So like that kind of like detective work skill is best used not on Hinge, but I still kind of do it. So it looks like he's just taking a selfie at the beach, just a normal dude. His next photo is just a cropped picture at what looks like a buffet full of old people, and he's at the booth where you eat your food, and he's wearing what looks like a winter jacket. It's not an especially nice picture, but it's not an especially terrible picture. It's just like literally of his like head up. I don't know why dudes do that. Use your arm length. Your arm length is probably way longer than me, and I can manage to take a selfie where it doesn't just get my head. Please do better. So anyways, ask somebody else to take your photo. Because I want to see if like you're a loser. Like I want to see if like you know what's going on. Like you can, I don't mean to be so harsh, but I don't know if you're a loser or just really bad at photography. Like you can see, if it's a selfie, you can see what it's gonna look like when you push, like, take a picture. So that you can see if it looks dumb. Like you can just see. The next one is kind of interesting because I'm like, where are you? He's wearing his Old Faithful Ray-Bans again, and I get to creep on what he's seen in his sunglasses because they're like kind of duochrome mirrored. So he's in this room. He's in this room full of gauges, and I don't know, like I'm putting the pieces together of like he was on a boat petting a seal, and then he's in like what looks like a control room with all these gauges that are all pretty much at 0, so everything looks like it's going pretty good. Nothing's at red lights or max capacity or whatever, but there are like different fuse boxes or whatever for the controls, and I don't know what he's doing. Maybe this has something to do with his job. Anyways, my simple pleasures, like I have like nothing to like really contribute here. I'm just like, there's nothing that prompts up top that says like, you know, my work uniform. So like it's literally just of him going like this in the control room. So I don't know. What am I supposed to do with that? Your profile is lovely. Your Adam's apple is pronounced. Good job. All right, my simple pleasures. Next prompt. Clean sheets every other Tuesday when the cleaners come. So that's a flex that you can afford some cleaners, but also I would not do that. Like say specifically how often you clean your sheets, only because what is often to somebody is going to be somebody else's like, that's not enough or whatever. And so like you don't want people to like eliminate you for just being like, oh, that's gross, or oh, like you're spoiled because you have cleaners. Like, are you trying to attract people that want you for your money? I don't know. But the dropping of how often, I would never give away that information for free. You're giving away information that you don't need to. And this is like not like crucial information, but it just could be depending upon what it is. So I guess that's why I'm talking about it. Plus there's nothing else to talk about in this profile. So sorry I harp on the weirdest crap, but all right, don't give away free information unless you're making a YouTube channel, and then give it away for free all the time, I guess. Clean sheets every Tuesday when the cleaners come. Neatly kept yard. Lightly scented Clorox throughout the house. Okay. Empty kitchen sink when people turn lights off or on in the barn. Otherwise, that's what I'm doing right now. It's making everything go back to reset, basically. Okay. Next one, he's also on a boat and he's fishing, and he caught a big fish and he's holding it with some other dude, and who's wearing Crocs. I always notice that, or Hey Dude shoes, because I hate them. But this Crocs on a boat, I understand their purpose. But Crocs are very big here. Where I'm from, they're like comfort shoes somewhat, but like it's a real big like fashion statement here with like the little gems and stuff. This is also a place where like people have like rhinestones on their steering wheel, and it's like a really big thing. It's not really what I find to be tasteful, but I can see that people here like are more showy and more flashy and like comforty, and I don't know. I feel like I'm using the Crocs as like maybe he's a native. I always want to know that about them. Did you move here? Are you from somewhere else? Are you gonna have an accent? Am I gonna be able to understand you? Do you wear Crocs on a regular basis? Because that's what people do here. That is why I'm looking at the dude's Crocs. It's not because I am completely judgy. I'm just looking for certain things that I look out for. And he's dressed like a regular native dude. Native to this state, meaning. And I've matched with enough people native to this state that I know that it's going to be more of a kind of like a hick experience rather than a kind of experience that I'm looking for. Most of the people that match with me that are from here have never been anywhere else, which is fine, but that's not necessarily what I'm looking for. And so I guess that's why I'm kind of picking that up and kind of telling you what I'm looking for, because he didn't say in his profile. Oh yeah, he did say. I just didn't look. He's from here. It literally just says that. So I guess my guess was right. Yeah, he's from a certain area and he still lives in that certain area. I just went up to like that little profile section where it says all that stuff. So my guess was right. This dude has probably lived here his entire life, which that's fine. Anyways, the last picture is a good picture, I feel, to put on your profile. It's of him out to eat. He looks like he's eating some kind of fun, fancy crab cakes or like tuna sushi on a bed of asparagus. So I'm like, okay. What this photo tells me is that he likes to go to seafood restaurants. He's really into his seafood thing. He's really into everything to do with the ocean. It's very concentrated on his likes. I still don't understand what's going on in the first picture, but we're gonna move on from this dude. So this dude was, I don't even know how to like review this. I'm the worst reviewer ever. I don't know why I make these videos. All right, no. All right, this dude, he is wearing sunglasses, really dark sunglasses, in his first profile picture, which is obstructing my view of what he looks like. So I have to continue to scroll in order to get my first 4 or 5 basic questions. Would I make out with you? Would I shower with you? Do you look like a killer? So if I can't assess that right away, and I'm doing it at normal speed where I'm not doing this type of video, I'm probably going to not be interested. But what's going on in the background is it's like a moody day where it's looking like it's going to be cloudy, and it kind of looks like it's on a hill in front of a large bed and breakfast, or maybe it's a house, but they kind of look like it's on the edge of the beach or something, like those types of houses that are built on the edge of a beach to be like rented out or something. It doesn't look like somebody's house, but it could be. I don't know, it doesn't matter. But it does look like sea coasty, and it does look like he dresses nice. He's got a beard. Together we could Ouija and chill. I'll give him points for not saying Netflix and chill, but Ouija, I don't know. I don't know if that's really appropriate, especially in the religious South. So is that trying to eliminate all the people that are super against the devil, right? Like, is he trolling women? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that, but if he's really actual, he doesn't look like, the thing is, he doesn't look like he is a Ouija board type of dude. So I think he's kind of, he looks like the opposite actually. So I'm leaning more towards this is kind of like a troll type of prompt. Or he's just trying to be kind of like different. I don't know. 6'4", very tall. I'm checking all this stuff here. He does drink. I do look for if they do drugs. So he's a manager at a museum, which I think is really cool. He did not go to school here. He went to school at a bigger university that is a respectable university. But he's only looking for short-term relationships to do the Ouija board stuff with. Interesting. All right, so now he looks like he's at a farmer's market and he's selling apple pies. And he looks very wholesome. He looks like a lumberjack with red and black flannel. I forget what that's called. But he looks like he could sell you an apple pie and you'd be really happy with that. He's not my type, but he doesn't look creepy. He looks normal and just very wholesome with his apple pie Ouija board. So the next one, he's laid back and I can see his nice smile. Like, this is not professionally done photo, but this is a well done photo because it's like I can see the different sides of him. Like, I didn't see this when he had his sunglasses on. I thought he was like a complete like weirdo, but like he looks like way more normal. So I would actually, if I was him, I would put like the apple pie at the farmer's market. He's wearing an apron and he looks just like very wholesome, like he's on a cooking show or something, and he's smiling. So like I would put that as like my first picture because I feel like most women would like be like, oh, he's a nice cute teddy bear type of person. So this next one that I was talking about, he's smiling and it looks like it's taken on like an iPhone, which is like, that's fine, it's normal, it's very candid. And he's like cheersing with somebody and he's like drinking what looks like a martini, which is kind of an interesting choice for somebody that looks like this. I did not think that he would drink that. He looks kind of like he would drink Coors Light from a can. So interesting. He says, I'm weirdly attracted to girls who did well in English class. Which that is not me. He would not be attracted to me. I'm terrible at that, and so I have run-on sentences. I type and text like I speak, and like sometimes it's not explained and it's like the punctuation is not perfect, and like I'm terrible. I would probably annoy this dude. The next one, he's with his friend and it's like a birthday party, and he's wearing a shearling lined denim jacket. He looks cozy and comfortable, and he clearly shows that he has friends that are dressed very similar to him. So maybe he's got like a friend group and they're all kind of like buddies. I don't know. They just seem like they're happy together. You can always tell when the friend group is like pretty strong in like the photos too. If they're dressed all alike, it looks like they're in the same, I don't want to say class system, but you can kind of tell they're all like Disney goers, or like they're all like really buff dudes that go to the beach together, or like they're just like hang out and play Magic the Gathering. You can always tell a lot by the other type of person that's with. It's like, do I fit into that friend group? You know what I mean? Like, do you see yourself with those types of people? That's why I kind of like talk about it. It's like who they hang out with is a big indicator of like, you know, what they are looking for and like what they're comfortable with. Weirdest gift I have ever given or received: a single sock, not a pair, from my Grammy. The way that he says Grammy, I feel like that's kind of cute. Instead of like grandma or nana or like whatever you could possibly call your grandma, Grammy. This next photo, he looks like he's in a field of snow, which is an odd thing for here because it doesn't really snow. So that must mean he travels somewhat. He tries to venture outside of this state, which is nice. He looks just really happy. And the next one, he should like lead with this picture, honestly. It looks like it's in front of like a promotion, like red carpet kind of thing, where like the billboard behind them is like all the different brands, and he's wearing a tuxedo with like a bow tie that's crooked, and it's kind of endearing. And I am a sucker for a guy in a suit and tie, especially when they're not the groom trying to like watch their bride come down the walkway or whatever at their own wedding. I don't like those types of photos for you know, dudes' profile pictures. but like whenever they're dressed up really nicely, very formally, I like to see what you look like all cleaned up. I like that. Anyways, this dude is wearing the tuxedo, and I think that he should use that as his first picture, because I seriously hated his first picture. And if I would have just been like going through my normal speed, I would have seen Ouija board and weird first picture, and I would have said no, and I would have never seen the rest of it. So I think that he has a great profile. I think that I do not fit who he's looking for, but I do think that if he just rearranged his stuff a little bit better, he could probably get more dates. I don't know, maybe the first one is like the winner. I really don't think so. I think his first picture that he has is really the worst one that he has. Every other one is like him smiling, or him being way more normal, or way more attractive, or like whatever. So dude, I'm going to say no. So something fun happened when I was just saying no. I got an incoming prompt, and we're gonna go to that, and we're gonna see what kind of person is wanting to match with me, and we'll review his profile together. So instead of just random people that are in my card deck. So we're gonna do a little bit of something different for the end of this video. So I can always tell what type of person they are based upon the picture or thing prompt that they liked. If they pick my body, I have a video of my body, like how it moves and like what I look like or whatever. And because I don't want to be like a catfish, I want to be like, hey, I have curves, like if you like skinny women, I'm not for you. I want to just be very comfortable on my date with them when I'm meeting them as a stranger, and I want to like know that they enjoy that or whatever. So if they pick that, then I know that they're just into my body, or like they're like that, or you know, there's something that I could like think about in terms of why they pick the video over a prompt, which is just words, which is more my mind, you know, versus where I have no makeup versus where I'm really done up, you know, like I can always tell what kind of person they are or what they're looking for from me, if anything, or, you know, what drew them to me at a very basic level. So anyways, this guy picked the picture that I am wearing my sweatpants, and I have a tan. I do not have a tan, but I had a tan. I make sure that if the picture is old, that my body matches how I looked then. So this is around the same exact weight that I have in this photo. And so even though I'm not tan, I can still accurately represent myself online. If they meet me in person, they won't be like, whoa, what's going on? So I look the same, except for I have fake hair in this photo, and I'm just wearing, basically I have like a ton of makeup, I have fake hair, it's curled, and I have like done hair and makeup and like lazy bum outfit. And they said, beautiful picture. That's all they said. Thanks. I'm not interested in him. I can tell that from like the first picture. So I'm not attracted to him, and I can see that he's wearing the Captain America shirt. So my most irrational fear is death by army of red ants. I feel like that would be tragic. That would be highly unlikely though, hence irrational, but okay. Slightly younger than me. Looks like a normal dude in his next picture. I like that it's like it's far enough away. It's in like a classy building. Like it's in what looks like maybe some sort of place in maybe Italy, where they have columns. It's like white brick columns, but he's far enough away that like you can see his full body, and you can see he's dressed nice. He's just like not my thing, so I'm gonna say no. But like his photos are good. You can see his whole body clearly. You could see his whole face, the first picture. I don't get this one. This one is he's in front of, or he's behind a cutout of an elf, and like the little round hole is put his face there. So maybe that indicates he's funny. I don't know. The way to win me over is baking cookies. I bake cookies. But yeah, I have met some people that don't like cookies at all, so this indicates probably that he's not a serial killer. The only people that I know that do not like cookies are a little bit strange emotionally. So he's probably not weird. He's working out. He looks like he's doing like massive deadlifts. So he's got some discipline going on. This year, I really want to get out of the country. It's probably a good year to leave the country, honestly. So this next picture, I would not have put this in. I really dislike public toilet pictures. I really dislike them. Like when I can see the urinal, or I can see the toilet in like the background, and it's like multiple stalls, and it's like definitely not your bathroom. Even like your bathroom, like I don't want to see your toilet. I don't know, just like, obviously like he's taking a picture at the gym, like post his workout or something, and he's got his like sidearm pump. It's like, I've already talked about that, where like those pictures are for you. Like I got that you work out. I got that in the previous deadlift video, and I don't know. I don't love those types of photos. As far as like, it doesn't add anything to me, it just kind of like takes away, because usually it's like a very cringy pose, like I said before. So the last picture is worse, because he is standing in front of something. It looks like a memorial monument or something, except for it's blurry. I can't see him at all. I can't see what's going on, and it's just like a very blurry photo. So I'm just gonna say no. I'm sorry, dude. You had some good things, some bad things, and I just wasn't into it. So what a weird video. What a weird video to make. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Have a good day.